Today is Saturday, August 26, 2017. Last week I joined one of my friends and her homestay family to a weekend day trip in Masaya. A funny thing that I noticed was that, and I'm sure many of you who have traveled to other countries have noticed that there's this thing, what I call like a tourist stare. Whenever the host country nationals see someone that looks a little different, they always have this urge to look, something that's so different and foreign to us, but we can't help but stare. And so the funny thing about when I went to Masaya was that you would see, many like foreigners. And I found myself doing the same thing as all of the host country nationals. I would stare and like, oh look, it's a gringo. And it was just kind of funny to see how I was so intrigued at seeing another person, another foreigner, who's kind of different, just like me. But I couldn't help but look just like everyone else around me. A really interesting thing about Nicaragua is that everyone knows their compass point locations. The reason why they have to know this is because that's how they give directions. For example, if I were to give you directions of where I'm living, I would say from the mayor's office. My house is 2 blocks west and half a block to the south. And I also know that in order to go to Corazo, the neighboring department, I know that it's in the west direction and Masaya is in the east direction. So on Thursday, all the volunteers and I had our first community English class, and so we had to get a baseline of their English level. So what we did was, we had a small little activity of musical chairs, where the last person standing up had to go in front of the class and answer some statements like, my name is blank. I live in Niginomo. I am 13 years old. I like to play volleyball, just to gauge how much they know and how well they can speak. But one of the issues that we found was that not many could really speak or were willing to participate, and I think there are 2 reasons for that. One is because probably they were just, very timid and shy of presenting to class, and that's totally understandable. And 2, it's because they actually don't know how to say what they want to say, which is really alarming to me because this shouldn't have been their first English class. And I feel like they would have learned the basics, my name is Maria, like on day 1 of their English class. I'm just glad that we were able to have like 25 students come in on our first day. And this was the same day where it was raining, like 30 minutes before class there was a huge tropical rainstorm. So right now it's the rainy season in Nicaragua, and something that was so insane that happened was that during one of the tropical storm downpours, there was so much rain that it flooded the entire street.